Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Very simple.
President Trump issues a dire warning. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran.
Real end, not a ceasefire.
They were going to enrich more, and they were moving towards nuclear weapons. That in effect, was a giant middle finger to President Trump.
We have a dire warning issued just seconds ago. Well, for me, it was just seconds ago. It might be a couple minutes for you. Here we go. Trump considers strike on Iran. Where was that on our bingo card? Ahead of a crucial situation meeting room. Look at that face. And that is clearly a face of, yeah, let's do it. You also might want to add to your bingo card, false flag event. Because right now you need to have support for us bombing Iran. And right now the MAGAs are like, I didn't vote for this. The Dems are like, well, what are the people on The View saying? Because going to war could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. I don't know. And isn't it interesting how everything has flipped over time, right? Where the Dems were like anti-war, now it's like Ukraine good. Now you have a big split even with MAGA. Republicans, most don't want it. I mean, you could count me in, but as a traitor, that's that facial expression right before you do that. I know the market might be going down today, but wait for it. Just remember, kids, when in doubt, launch war. I would highly consider you swing trade LMT. Because you see that triangle right there? Again, I just try to help you make some money. You just bring that right up there. You might want to trade this one on the 1 hour. You see, you swing down. Shamu comes on, one candle above the Bravo 9 right after the purple. You come up here, you exit in the purple. And then what's going to happen? It's going to have a beatdown. You're going to swing up, you enter, and you ride. I know it's kind of weird how the rich and the politicians, and they all make money off of this, but you don't. But come here every day, helping you to make your digits go up, like them. And you will learn all about it in my new course, $2.99, link in the description. And it's as easy as clicking a button on a screen. Swing up, make money, swing down, make money. Then you don't have to be surprised at this because the charts will always predict it. Just in, President Trump is, quote, seriously considering a U.S. strike on Iran. Now, I don't remember him saying that he would ever do that. I'm pretty sure when I voted for him and Bush, it was no new taxes, cut the debt, right? No wars. But now it's like, okay, it'll be real quick. I promise. It's right, dudes? I just want to snuggle. Won't take more than a minute. A U.S. strike on Iran's nuclear facilities, particularly the Fordo plant, which is not the Ford plant. It's completely different, which is built into a mountain. Per reports, President Trump has just convened his National Security Council in the Situation Room. I need one of that. Hitting to the Situation Room. There's a lot of those. And are meeting with them to determine the plan. As we speak, apparently the only option is to blow them all up. Actually, he uses the word bunker buster. Boy, am I going back to the Iraq war or what? And I don't want to because I already was in it. I really don't want to be in another one. But I guess I'll make money from it this time. Also, in regards to that false flag, I would stay out of the cities. Yes, I'm calling the kettle black. I'm in cities for the next 2 months. Because like with what you just saw with the riots and people getting run over by cars, they need someone. And they didn't get someone. See? Some MAGA should have blown something up, and they're like, there we go. Now all hell breaks loose. See, now we just need something. Iran, come on. Let's see what you got. But I don't know if they're falling for it, so if they don't fall for it, then we got to do it. We have done this so many times in the history of the United States where we blow up our own stuff and go, gotcha. You might have towers coming down. Look at the third one. Just randomly implodes on itself. And then we will use our bunker busters and go after those weapons of mass destruction. Imagine going back in time and telling these people, yes, Bush, I'm talking to you, that the dude that is on Celebrity Apprentice would be the one that bombs Iran. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, that's why I say, I don't care if you're left wing, right wing, it's the bird. I don't like the bird. So never pick a wing.
Breaking news, the president very, very active on his Truth Social this hour. That's because, according to Axios' reporting, President Trump will meet with his national security team in the White House Situation Room at 1 p.m. Eastern. Why this matters. The U.S. official said Trump is seriously considering joining the war and launching a U.S. strike against Iran's nuclear facilities, especially its underground uranium enrichment facility in Fordow. It is built into a mountain. They cannot get to it without our bunker-busting weapon.
Also, if you could do me a huge favor in the comment section, because I love you and I wanted to hear from you. And right now, I am here screaming at my computer. Am I the only one? And I know a lot of people on this channel are very right-leaning. So am I shooting my legs off again? Are you okay that I usually don't go with the mainstream? I mean, I do have a little bit of experience in this stuff. I am trained to disassemble a human with one pinky. Why did I just know? You know, it's just you know that we're gonna get involved in this. It's just what's gonna have to happen for us to get involved? I guess absolutely nothing. Sorry, let me get rid of you. Trump reveals U.S. knows where Iran's supreme leader is hiding. Won't take action for now as he conveys with leaders in the Situation Room. So I guess we're going after the Ayatollah. He flies around on his new aeroplane, saying things about people that work for him, making them feel like idiots, which is understandable. I mean, that would be a hard dude to work for. So you have like you have like a beta, you have an alpha, you have a supreme alpha, and then you have like the ultra bacon, egg, cheese, baconator alpha Donald Trump. Never apologize. Man, being his son, that would be a tough one. I just say that because I have a plethora of daddy issues. But let's scroll on down. Hey, there he is, the Ayatollah. Sorry, buddy. That's probably going to be it. Along with everyone else that is currently running heavy traffic, because the people know when Trump tells you, you got what? How did he give him hours or days? And let's listen into the orange guy.
Specifically is better than a ceasefire. What are you looking for here? An end, a real end, not a ceasefire. An end. So something that will be permanent. Yeah, or giving up entirely. That's okay too. Are you close there? Is that possible in the next 24? Why not? Certainly possible. Complete give up. That's possible.
You know what people are thinking? We just want an end. Bravo. Okay. In the comment section. Again, I'm going to read your stuff. Don't think I don't. I even give you the little heart. Everyone wants this to end. Just blow it up. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Just get the jab. Let's move on with life. Stop all the pushback. Come on. This will be 2 weeks. I promise you 2 weeks and you'll go back to normal. And my apologies if I seem a little cynical. Oh, and if we could just rewind the clock for a second. Also, if you could check to see if you've been unsubscribed, it has been massive. Or as Trump would say, huge. Also, for the trolls in the audience, because I know I'm going to get them, it's like, oh, you're changing your tune about the orange guy. Come on. I could have a friend, but if my friend hits his wife, I'm like, I don't like that friend anymore. So I call it as I see it. The United States has spent $8 trillion, it's more than that now, fighting and policing in the Middle East. Thousands of our great soldiers have died or been badly wounded. Millions of people have died on the other side. Going into the Middle East is the worst decision ever made. Donald Trump a few years ago. Hey, orange guy, I'm going to agree with you back in 2019. It's a bad idea. 2020, still a bad idea. 2025, same bingo card. And this guy has gone from we know exactly where the supreme leader is. Okay, well, now he's moving. So a good call on that one. To now 13 minutes ago. This is unconditional surrender. And, we have your airspace all controlled now. How is this when you said you're not going to do this? So just in case you're like, well, why? Again, a question you should never ask anyone ever. I have always figured out that without asking someone why, be smart enough to do your due diligence and figure it out. Going to war means hiding a lot of money. And if we're in a recession, it's okay now. Oh, and I got fireworks? Jeez, this is amazing. I feel like it's the Iran newsroom. I don't know if you guys saw that. I saw that on my screen. But yes, government loves war. And people love in the government war because they know we're going to buy this. We're going to start leveraging in, and then no one knows it. And oh, look at that. The amount of money that was made on that oil trade. I hope you guys, again, you swing trade it. You got in, you can see it because people buying, you know ahead of time, especially if it's like the 1 hour, you got to change your timing. And again, if you don't know how to do it, learn how to do it. And the price of my course is like the price of a textbook. If you ever went to that thing called college, which I used to teach at, I wish they would have taught me this in college. But it's like people always look at the stock market, and I get phone calls and emails, and it's like a lottery ticket. Should I buy XRP? Should I buy Bitcoin? Should I buy? No. Not unless you know when to buy and when to sell. Because other than that, you're looking at this like a lottery ticket. As penny stocks just hit a total of 50%, I'm rounding up for argument purposes, half of total stock market volume, a new all-time high. This is, I'm sure it's fine. So when this market sells off, which it always does, or as the ocean tides go out, which it always does, please learn how to make money or take the money from the idiots. That is also why I include my bear market course for free when you buy my AI course. Brand spanking new. Buying a Lamborghini for $299. They're like, would you also like a Range Rover? We'll throw that in. Just know the Range Rover is always going to be in the shop. The Lamborghini is too. Oh my gosh, Kitty, she has a Lamborghini. Urus. That's how you pronounce it. Urus. Thing is always in the shop. She's calling me. I'm late. I can't come in. Just had a light. Come on. But she talks like, I just had a light. Come on. It's going to be $5,000. Crazy. Anywho, global central banks are cutting rates. This means the whole world is in a depression. We're actually the only ones. Like everyone is in a depression. Everyone is cutting rates. Jerome, he's in a fight with the orange guy. And the orange guy's like, okay, I can fix this. We'll just buy the treasury. We'll buy bonds. That's what's happening right now. Just go look. Biggest bond buying buyback ever. And then they're stealing your money out of your bank account to do it. I know, crazy. You should learn a little bit about macro. Sweat it because it's not going to change swing trading up and down, your digits going up. You'll just learn we're all going hell in a handbasket just mathematically quick. With all of this that is going on, the dollar is just getting decimated. Don't take my word for it. Look at the charts. As South Park would say, okay, class. And how bad, you ask? Okay, well, I'll show you. Okay. I tell you, looking at these charts, that S&P, it's up 1%, it's down 1%, it's up 1%. Must be frustrated that everyone is like, goes back 3 years, same amount of money in your account. And let me go back in time to the dollar. If you were to buy UUP, this was back in 2015, you were at the same price. See, we come all the way over. It's 2015. Held it. Remember, time in the market, kids, is always better than timing the market. You held it for a decade. And look, Dad, I'm still in the same spot. By any chance, did you see the epic moves up and then down and then up again? Also, the dollar is, you see the two lines going up. I have to teach you this stuff. It's very important. The dollar is up. Big picture, you have been in a channel since 2007, the good old days. Up. Now there's one spot you don't want to break. Okay. You don't want to break this right here. We broke it. And I'll zoom in and I'll show you this zone. You broke it. Now we're going to come up. We're probably going to get rejected. We're going to come down. This is definitely your no-no zone. You do not want to break that. Get down to 97, 96, you start, that's game over. At that point, you're going to wish you held this. This is GLD. You trade GLD. Hold the physical stuff. And I do hope that all makes sense. Hold physical gold, silver. That's fine. Silver, it's a lot to hold. Gold, you could basically put it in your sock, just not the one next to your bed, the crunchy one. You can hold that. You could buy gold on the dip. You can buy Bitcoin on the dip. Make more money trading it, and then trade things like LMT. I showed you that. This is it. Look, purple, take profit. It comes down. It's a dip, right? One candle close above the Bravo 9, above the reactor. Write it up. Should you be buying it right now? The answer is no. See, this is where people get confused on my channel. You said to buy LMT. It's down. You said to buy oil. You said to buy gold, Bitcoin. Like, no, just know when to get in and when to get out. Back in high school, sneaking over to your girlfriend's, right? There's a time to get in. There's a time to get out. Hear the garage open. It's time to get out. You better have thought about your plan of exit prior. That's like with trading. You're like, you just don't go into it. well, the parents will never come home. Oh, you got to know all your angles. But breaking news, we have Republican congressman. I know he's a traitor, right? Just introduced, quote, Iran war powers resolution, which would prohibit the United States involvement in the Israel-Iran conflict. And just like that, right, Massey's now the bad guy. I know he usually is. Now let's just scroll down, right? This is like my comment section. Effing rhino. Hence the reason why I don't get involved in politics. But come on, it's fun. What do I got to lose except a bunch of subscribers that I love? Sit down at this dinner table. Oh, also, again, if you're in Iran, get out. It looks like something is going to go down in the next few minutes as President Trump says the United States now has complete control of the skies over Iran. No one does it better than good old USA. Look at that. That's our supreme leader. We now have complete. Well, that's what he just said, and he just tweeted, which isn't tweeting anymore. He exited it or he truthed it. I don't know. But here it is. Trump says everyone. Here, I'll help you with that. If you have anyone from Tehran or Tehran, they should be ranting right about now. This is not a place that you want to hang out in. And if you want to know the time frame on this, it would be here. Let's zoom in here. Reiterate: Iran can't have nukes. The key word for the day is immediately. There you have it, kids. Sorry about World War III. Make sure you're like the politicians that you voted for. Make money off of it. I know that sounds crazy, but it allows me to travel the world. Am I a hypocrite if I tell you, okay, I'm going to be a hypocrite right now? I don't know. That's probably not a hypocrite, right? Like, I don't want this war. Like when gas prices go down, buy it. When it gets really expensive, you're like, sell it. Hey, I don't feel bad at the pumps. And with that, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.